Welcome to another episode of Finding the Roots. I'm Elias, and now I'm going to be talking about goddess and god representations for your altar. You can have the most ornate statues, the large candles, you can have little chime candles, you can even have little symbols that you painted or drew on little wooden discs to represent them. It doesn't matter how much money you spend into it, how much time you spend into it. All that matters is the energy that you have with it and if you connect well to it. If you can afford statues to represent your divine, then by all means, that is the most beautiful way that you can represent them on an altar. But if candles are all that you can settle with, there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, these were my first representations that I had. And I still connect with these. I haven't used them in a while, but, I really feel connected to these because they're part of my history with the craft. And they resonate well. When doing larger rituals, esbats, sabbats, I use pillar candles because I feel they're more majestic looking. They allow for the attention to be drawn to them rather than a tiny candle. But if a tiny candle is what you have, it's not too tiny. It can still burn bright. If you have a living situation where it is not permitted for you to be doing anything relating to the craft, I wouldn't recommend pushing your limits because that's just going to cause for more misunderstanding and general hatred towards the craft. So I would suggest, if you still feel so inclined to go against, parents, relatives' wishes in practicing, I would use wooden discs with symbols painted on them for my ritual things. For example, that would be my goddess and god statue or candle. It has just about the same energy in it as a candle would because that's what I infuse with my mind. You can do the male and female symbols if you wish. You can have crystals. On my altar, I keep moonstone on the goddess side and jade on the god side. My mom uses moonstone and sunstone for goddess and god energies. My dad's really not into crystals. He uses candles. But it's all about what you connect with and what's well for you and what your living situation allows. If you're not allowed to burn candles, then electric candles, those little battery ones where you turn the switch on the bottom, paint one black, have one stay white. Paint those the colors of the elements. Another thing is if you get all different color nail polish for the elements, which is an entire different video, candles on the elements, you can actually paint the bulb with nail polish the color you want the flame to shine. Like for air, paint it yellow, or well, it's yellowy anyway. For red, if you can't find a red candle, paint it red. Green, paint green. Blue, paint blue. The nail polish is translucent and it appears that color. You can do the same with, gold and silver for the goddess and god things. My mom prefers using silver and gold candles because she feels they have a lot more beauty and energy in them. I prefer black and white because, to me, it seems more balanced. However, I still use silver and gold for my candle holders for the pillar candles. These were green when I got them. Or brownish green. That's the color because I never spray painted the bottoms what they were originally, but I spray painted them this, and I feel that resonates well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding representations, feel free to ask. Let me know what you use. I'm very interested to see what certain people do. I've seen such creative things like people using a feather for air, charcoal for fire, a little seashell for water, and a stone or a sheath of wheat for earth. For Goddess and God, some people just have a little moon or a little sun or crystals. It's so creative to see what people come up with, and you never know. It might go, hey, I've never tried that. That resonates well with me. It's all about sharing and showing what works well. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.